So there we were, gathered for our usual Friday game night at Jake's apartment. The usual suspects were present: Sarah, the snack queen; Tom, the guy who always mysteriously had the right answer in Trivial Pursuit; and Lisa, who always insisted on bringing her dog, Reggie, because she claimed he was a good luck charm. The evening started off pretty typical, with some snacks, light banter, and the usual squabbles over settling on a game. That's when Jake, with a glint in his eye, suggested Monopoly, claiming he had just reread the official rulebook and was eager to play by the book. This proclamation hung in the air like an ominous cloud, but we shrugged it off, thinking, how bad could it be? As soon as we set up the board, Jake began his spiel about the importance of playing by the rules. He seemed particularly hung up on the free parking space. "No more house rules where you collect money," he declared, wagging his finger like an overzealous librarian scolding noisy patrons. Sarah rolled her eyes and muttered something about Jake taking the fun out of everything. But Jake was adamant, claiming that playing by the true rules would reveal the real Monopoly experience. It was hard to argue when he was already doling out cash and property cards like some kind of financial deity. Little did we know, this was only the beginning of our descent into madness. About an hour in, tensions were high. Lisa had mortgaged half her properties, and Sarah was on the verge of a snack-related meltdown. Meanwhile, Reggie sat calmly in the corner, probably wondering why humans got so worked up over colored paper. Then, the inevitable happened. Tom landed on free parking and immediately reached for the pot of cash in the middle. Jake's eyes bulged as if Tom had just declared himself the emperor of the known universe. "That's not how it works," Jake bellowed, his voice echoing off the walls. Tom, ever the pragmatist, shrugged and said, "It's always how we've played." As voices rose and tempers flared, it seemed the spirit of Monopoly had truly possessed us all. The argument reached a crescendo, with everyone talking over each other, until, in the midst of the chaos, Lisa's dog Reggie calmly padded over to the board. With a casual flick of his paw, he sent the pieces flying, scattering properties and tiny plastic houses across the room. Silence fell as we all stared, dumbfounded. It was as if Reggie had hit the reset button on our collective sanity. Jake finally broke the silence, a sheepish grin spreading across his face. "Well," he said, "I guess that's what you'd call a dog-eat-dog world." And with that, we all burst into laughter, the tension dissolved, and Monopoly was mercifully abandoned for the night.